I don't care if it kills me, I'm gonna kill you. These words didn't come from a villain. They came from Gon Freecss, the boy with a smile, wide enough to brighten the darkest day. But this was no smile. It was a farewell to innocence, to morality, to everything he once was. On the surface, Gon is your classic shonen hero, brave, determined, kind, but look closer and you'll find something far more complex. A contradiction wrapped in charisma, a child who seeks the light but doesn't flinch when stepping into the shadows. Today we're diving deep into the heart of Hunter x Hunter to unravel the duality of Gon Freecss, because sometimes the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. Who is Gon Freecss? Gon Freecss was raised in nature by a woman who wasn't his mother, on an island isolated from the world's noise. From the beginning, Gon was different, wild, empathic, fearless. But what sparked his journey wasn't adventure, it was absence. His father, Gon Freecss, left him behind to purpose the life of a hunter, and in that abandonment, Gon found his obsession. If my father left me to be a hunter, then being a hunter must be something worth leaving a child for. That one belief shaped everything to become powerful. He wanted to be a hunter. So he set off, not just to find Jing, but to prove something to himself. Gon's personality, light and charm. Gon is charm personified, open-hearted, curious, joyful. He doesn't judge, he accepts. He befriends an assassin. He smiles at danger. He forgives with ease. He turns strangers into allies and allies into life bonds. His loyalty is fierce, his spirit unbreakable. He doesn't lie, he doesn't cheat. And that's why we trust him. But it's also why we miss the scenes. Gon's light is intoxicating, but it blinds us to the rigidity of his views, to how easily his kindness disappears when the world doesn't align with his sense of justice. He's not adaptable, he doesn't compromise, and for all his warmth, there is a coldness just beneath the surface waiting. The cracks in his morality. Let's be clear, Gon is not evil, but he is dangerous because he believes he's right. When something threatens his worldview, he doesn't hesitate. He manipulates Palm emotionally. He guilt trips Killua for protecting him. He risks lives not because it's the best choice, but because it's his choice. Gon doesn't do what's right. He does what feels right to him. This moral absolutism is childlike and terrifying because when his belief in justice is challenged, he doesn't bend, he breaks. And when that break finally comes, it is catastrophic. The Chimera Ant arc Gon's descent. The Chimera Ant arc isn't just a shift in tone, it's a descent. When Kite dies, Gon doesn't mourn, he denies, he demands answers, he retribution and order in a world that offers none. He doesn't want justice, he wants revenge, not for the world, for himself. He tells Pito to heal Kite, knowing it's impossible. He threatens to kill Komugi, a girl he knows is innocent. He blames Killua, his only friend, for not saving someone no one could have saved. This isn't heroism, it's grief weaponized. Gon isn't losing his way, he's following the only path he ever knew. Do what you believe is right, no matter the cost. Gon's transformation, the monster inside. None reflects one's will. So, when God sacrifices everything for power, what does it show? It shows a soul corrupted. He doesn't power up to protect anyone, he powers up to destroy, to annihilate the thing that stole his version of reality. This isn't a victory, it's a fun reel for hope, for childhood, for the boy who once believed the godness of the world. Pito doesn't fear Gon because he's strong. She fears him because his pure intent is rage without mercy, pain given form. When Gon transforms, he becomes exactly what the ants are, a creature driven by instinct and emotion. He becomes the thing he swore to fight. Aftermath and consequences. And then silence. Gon survive. Barely, but he's broken. His name is gone. His purpose hollowed out. The price of his rage wasn't death. It was something worse. A soul emptied. Killua, the one who always believed in him, saves him, but even he is left shaken by what Gon became. And Jin, the man Gon gave up everything to meet, he doesn't hug him, he doesn't cry, he says, "You made it, that's enough." It isn't what Gon expected because how could it be? He chased the myth and became one. What makes Gon special? What makes Gon so special? Gon Freecss isn't special because he's powerful. He's special because he's real, flawed human. Hunter x Hunter isn't a story about triumph. It's a story about growth, about what happens when a child faces a world too complex for beginners, about how love can twist into obsession, how light can become a weapon. Gone is a deconstruction of every shonen hero we've ever cheered for, not to mock them, but to show the cost of that endless drive. He teaches us that even the brightest light has a breaking point. Gon Freecss began his journey chasing his father, but what he really found was himself. Not just the good, not just the brave, but the shadow that comes with loving too hard, needing too much, and breaking too young. And maybe that's the most human thing of all. If gone meant something to you, tell me why. Was it his courage, his breakdown, his recovery? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Because sometimes to understand ourselves, we have to look into the characters who reflect the parts we hide. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more character deep dives. And remember very closely, even heroes have shadows.